Hi everyone. Are you ready to do your speak out exercises? My name is Samantha Ellenderry. I'm a speech language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. We are a non-profit speech therapy clinic solely dedicated to helping people with Parkinson's improve their speech and their swallowing. Did you know that 90% of people with Parkinson's can struggle with their speech? We're here to do everything we can to keep those muscles strong and teach you how to speak with intent. We're going to go through the 6 speak out exercises and do some exercises also to strengthen the tongue. We all need to take a sip of water as you bring the cup to your mouth. Think about it, focus, swallow with intent. Yes, think about it. We're going to start with the first speak out exercise, which is the warm up. All right, everybody, I want you to lift your voice and speak out like you're up and over a crowd. Your voice is up and over a crowd. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. Good. Let's do it again with more intent. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. Activating the speech and swallowing muscles takes a lot of work. Focus, concentrate, be deliberate, project your voice in front of you, speak out. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. Take a breath whenever you need to. Try to connect as many as you can, but don't let your voice start squeezing out because you're running out of air. I'd rather you take a quick breath and then speak out again. Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. We're warming up the voice. Everybody with Parkinson's needs to warm up their voice. The other day I was working with somebody and actually the voice did not warm up until we got to the 5th exercise. That can happen sometimes, so don't give up. Keep pushing. Here we go. May, me, my, mo, moo. We're done with the warm-up. Hey, everybody, what do you think about my new background? Let me know what you think. We had a lighting specialist come in yesterday, and I don't know, I'm liking it, but I do want to know what you think. These exercises are for you. Go ahead and take a sip of water. Next speak out exercise is the ah. We're going to work on improving our breath support for speech. We don't want to trail off anymore. I want you to lift your voice, speak out like there's a big crowd in front of you and you want your voice to fly over their heads. Here we go. Open the mouth wide. Remember, Parkinson's tricks you. Sometimes you think you're opening your mouth wide enough and you're not. A good example of this, have you ever taken a selfie with somebody else and you feel like you're smiling really big, and then when you look at the picture it looks like you're angry or your mouth barely moved? How it feels with Parkinson's is not the way it is. So deliberately open your mouth wide. This is what we need to try to reduce that drooling and the problem with that, and to articulate better and to have better facial expression. Open the mouth and speak out. Here we go. Good. And don't trail off. I have to speak with intent too. Make it consistent. Let's do it again. Again. Don't trail off. About halfway through the you might feel like you have to push out a little bit more. That's okay. Let's do it again. Good. Also, you can think of it going out this way. Here we go. That's enough ahs. Let's go ahead and take a sip of water, then we'll move on to the glides. Everybody's favorite exercise, the glide. We're going to start with the stair step. Think of a lamp that has 3 different settings on it where it goes click, click, click. You can think of that for the stair step. Here we go. Together. Now listen. Together. Do that again with more intent. Ready? Get the sound in front of you. Ready? Now sneak in the glide. Again. I think it was Tom who said the stair step is like the 3 clicks in turning a lamp, and then the glide is like the dimmer. I don't know, I recently bought a lamp and I had not seen one where you just turn the dial slowly and the dimmer, it gets brighter, okay? The light is getting brighter. Let's now go the other way. Repeat after me. Together. Keep the mouth open. Listen. Together. Every sound in front of you. Ready? Start high. If you find yourself getting a little tense, starting to look up, try to relax. Get ready. We're going to start high. Ready? Again. Now start high and glide down. So you're turning off the light switch, the dimmer, you're slowly making the light go out. Start high. Glide. Take a sip of water. We'll do 2 more glides the way we ultimately want to do them. The stair step is just a technique to get used to changing your pitch. So many people with Parkinson's, especially those who never have the opportunity to receive treatment, end up with a very monotone, flat sounding voice. That is not good. It makes it very difficult for other people to understand that person, because without really realizing it, we rely on how the pitch is. We know it's a question when the pitch goes up. What do you want for breakfast? But if it comes out flat with no variation, it becomes harder on the listener. All right, 2 glides the way we ultimately want to do them with the Speak Out protocol. Project the yaw out and glide up. Here we go with intent. Stop. Don't settle for the stair step in every practice session. If you do the stair step, you always try the glide. You will get it. One more. Stop. Is your voice warmed up? Get some water. You'll know if it's warmed up if the quality of it is starting to sound better. The tone of it is not gravelly. It's getting easier for you to speak with intent. Sometimes, especially when you first start treatment, it takes a while for it to warm up. Okay. On to the next exercise. We're going to do the counting. I want you to stretch out the numbers to make it a little bit more challenging. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do it again. Now lift and project forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't let it trail off. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You're not yelling, but you're putting forth a lot of effort. It might feel like it's a little bit loud or a lot loud, but we're not yelling. We're projecting our voice out. We're speaking out. We're using intent and being deliberate. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go on. All right, take a sip of water. The next Speak Out exercise is the reading. Now, for all of you in the virtual choir and for all of you who are going to join right after this broadcast, we do have rehearsal today on Zoom. If you want to participate, we also send out recordings of the rehearsal. As of this morning, we have 274 people in the Parkinson's virtual choir. I went 400. I know I said 300, but I changed my mind. I went 400 because I still think there's 126 of you who are kind of on the fence. Now, I want to tell you that there are so many benefits to improving your speech, your conversational speech, if you sing. For our reading today, we are going to read through the lyrics of Sweet Caroline. For our bonus reading, we're going to read through the lyrics of We Find Our Voice. Even if you're not singing, this is great practice. Yesterday, you enjoyed going back and forth, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to do that today. I love the idea of going back and forth. Hold on. I'm going to show you something first. Before we do this, I want you to think of a conversation going back and forth. I'll tell you a story. When I was in junior high, I was on the volleyball team. I was terrible. I was a piano player, and I worked in my grandparents' Mexican restaurant, but I was not much of a sports person. But I was on the volleyball team in junior high. When I was in total control, when it was my turn to serve, I could serve that ball and it would go over the net. Imagine that as you go up to someone and say, "How are you?" Okay, you're in control. Like when you make a phone call, you're in control. "Hi, how are you?" Okay, well, I hit the ball over the net. Then the other team hit it back. And guess where they hit it? Did you say that with intent? Every time you say something, speak with intent. Where did the other team hit the ball? Right back to me. And you know what? I didn't use intent. The ball dropped right in front of me. I want you to think of a conversation going back and forth. Let's try it right now just with counting. I'm going to say 1. You say 2, but you need to speak out. Ready? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Conversation going back and forth. Can you do that for 3 to 5 minutes, keeping your concentration and speaking out the whole time? You can count days of the week, months of the year. Now what we're going to do is go back and forth as we read the lyrics to Sweet Caroline. I'm going to start. I will read the lines that are in black. We are not singing, although it's going to be hard not to sing. We're not going to sing. We're trying to build strength and endurance. I want you at about 80 decibels when you do this, and I want you to exaggerate the words that are bolded. I'm going to start. Ready? Watch me. Where it began, your turn. But then I know it's growing strong. Your turn. And spring became the summer. You'd come along. How did you do going back and forth? This puts a little bit more pressure on you. The speech disorder with Parkinson's is a motor speech disorder, the rhythm, the timing. And so when you practice going back and forth, you're having to respond a little bit faster than you might. You don't have as much time to think. All right, let's do it again. I'm reading the ones just in black. You're reading the highlighted. Ready? Bold. Where it began. But then I know it's growing strong. Your turn. And spring became the summer. You'd come along. And we're going to do it again, and now I want you to speak out more. Imagine that the bolded words are the serving line on a tennis court. All the other words are just over the net, like this. Where it began. Okay, I'm going to start again, then you go. Where it began. But then I know it's growing strong. And spring became the summer. You'd come along. If you're singing in the choir, I want you to do more reading than singing. We've got to build strength and endurance so that the quality of your voice will sound really good. All right, you're going to start with this one. You do the highlighted. Ready, go. Touching hands. Touching me. Touching you. Good times never seem so. I've been inclined. Oh, no, no. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, oh. Good times never seem so. I've been inclined. Oh, no, 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 oh, oh. Okay, I know it's hard. It's tricky when you're reading the lyrics. It feels awkward. Guess what? It's forcing you to use intent. If you can do this and maintain the concentration the whole way through, you can speak in conversation and everybody will hear you. Let's switch it around. We have just a minute. Then I'm going to show you some beautiful photos from our dear friend Keva. And all right, here we go. Ready? You start, and I'm going to do the highlighted. Ready? And it's like where it began. Ready? I can't begin to know in. Was in the spring. Who'd have believed? My turn. Hands. Reaching out. Oh, 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 sweet Caroline. Good. To believe they never would. Okay. I want you to practice like that when you're getting ready for the choir. Please join the choir. You are missing out if you haven't joined yet. And don't worry about the recording. When you register, we give you step-by-step instructions for making your recording, even has pictures. And if you have trouble, you just call our office and we'll walk you through it. I'm going to show you one of Keva's wonderful pictures, one of my favorite ones. Here we go. So, look at this. Use your best voice and tell me what this is. Tell me what you see on this hamburger. Describe it to someone who can't see it. Go ahead. I want you to tell me the best place in your area to go get a hamburger. Say every word with intent. Speak out. If you go out and buy a hamburger, name 3 places that you can go get a hamburger. Funny thing about this hamburger, Keva actually bought this hamburger at Wendy's and she put it up on her dashboard, okay? She's sitting in her car. She puts it up on her dashboard and she decides to crawl down underneath and take the picture from the bottom looking up. So this is not just a hamburger. We call this the hamburger. Say that with intent. The hamburger. Yes, I love this picture. One of the other pictures that I really like is this one. Look at that tiger. Is that an amazing picture? Did you know that Keva did have dyskinesia, those uncontrollable movements, but when she took pictures, she didn't have the tremor. When I first met her in 2008, I thought she was probably using a tripod, but she didn't. You know what she was using? Think about it. What was she doing? Why did she have the dyskinesia? Maybe when she was just walking, but as soon as she put her camera up and was taking the picture, she was using intent. She was concentrating and did it. Where can you go to see a tiger? Name a couple different places. What does a tiger eat? Maybe I don't want to know what a tiger eats. I want you to describe a tiger to someone who's never seen a tiger before. Describe the animal, say every word with intent. We are running out of time. Take a sip of water. We're going to do Dr. Boone's words, and then I think we'll read through. We find our voice. We won't do the alternating. We'll just read through it. So stick with me. Here we go. Dr. Boone's words. Exaggerate this. Make your tongue move. Make your mouth move, but speak out. Here we go. Gula gang ga ga. Gula gang ga ga. Gula gang ga ga. Next one. Ku ka man gu ka. Ku ka man gu ka. In front of you. Ku ka man gu ka. Don't trail off. Here we go. Gangla. 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 Lots of intent. Come on. Next one. Kukla. Move the mouth. Kukla. Kukla. Guess what time it is? That is right. It's time for the bonus reading. Give me just a second. I will pull up. We find our voice. By the way, you can download these lyrics. You already have the lyrics if you registered. But if you would like to practice going back and forth, you can also just read. But we're going to do this right now. We are going to just read the lyrics. So listen to me. We will exaggerate. When we have our big show sing out, all the bolded words are going to the back of the auditorium. So listen to me first. We're not going to go up back and forth. To sing like a nightingale, to laugh like a child. With me, start at the beginning. To sing like a nightingale, to laugh like a child. To find a voice that will carry all the wisdom of our lives. Do you see how each one is bolded? We're building strength. Start with to find. Ready? This is the bonus reading. It's supposed to be harder. Ready? To find a voice that will carry all the wisdom of our lives. If you have a hard time exaggerating the syllables, think about this. Parkinson's is a motor speech disorder. That's why it's hard. We got to practice. Let's go a little bit slower. We'll do to sing. Ready? To sing like a nightingale. To laugh like a child. To find a voice that will carry all the wisdom of our lives. To help loved ones understand that brings unending joy. A simple action with intent, we find our voice. Start with to help. Ready? To help loved ones understand that brings unending joy. A simple action with intent, we find our voice. Oh my goodness. Have you been practicing like that? That's how I want you to practice for the virtual choir. The virtual choir is more than just about singing. It is about building endurance. It's about controlling your voice. Please do not wait. Do not miss out on being part of the largest Parkinson's choir in the world. It really is. It's the largest one. Go join it right now. We have rehearsal in 15 minutes. But if you can't make it, it's okay. We will email you the rehearsals. And if you don't want to come to rehearsal, that's okay. You will have everything you need to learn the songs. We'll give you the lyrics, the sheet music, a practice video. It's like karaoke. All right? Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Have a wonderful day. Speak with intent, walk with intent, write with intent. Basically, do everything with intent. Bye-bye.